Leeward Islands under 19 tournament has officially commenced. We are here at the Eater Willett Park. It's Friday, and we are having Nevis coming up against St. Kitts, arch rival St. Kitts. The two openers for St. Kitts have started pretty well so far. We'll probably get the score shortly, but they have batted pretty well so far. He on drives, the left-hander goes down to mid-on and gets an easy single. We're not too sure who is the captain of this team. Maybe Akadienta Willett, I'm not sure. But we have the medium pace bowler moving in once more to bowl. Comes solidly, quietly forward, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler, can't score. St. Martin should be taking on Antigua over in St. Kitts. Here he goes, bowls again. He comes solidly, quietly forward, pushes it into the offside, can't score. So here he goes from the pavilion end, moves in now to bowl. He's flicking at this one, hits it backward up square. The man on the long leg boundary races across. They're thinking two, more than thinking two. They're hustling for it and get two quite easily in the end. So two more to the total. So he goes once more, moves in now to bowl. He's driving. That's a lovely looking shot, and it goes into the extra cover boundary for four. That's a lovely shot. A little bend of the knee too, and he really struck it well, and it went traveling across the outfield for four. Here he goes, off spinner, bowls. He's having a heave at that, and there's a reaction as if it's a dropped catch. The way the first slip is reacting, keeper didn't hold on to it, and it seems as if a chance has gone a begging. He had a heave, his head was in the air, and the non-striker came down and had a quick chat with him. But his head certainly was in the air there. He was looking towards Bart Stream. So here he goes once more, flatter. He's turning it nicely into the onside. Mid-on comes to his left to pick it up, and they get an easy single. One more to the total. Nice, cool, overcast conditions here. No immediate threat of rain, but just nice, cool breeze here at the ETW. So here goes, bowls flat and down the leg side. That's a wide, that's an awful delivery. Dragged it down, trying to surprise the batsman with a little extra pace there, and it went wide. Rank long hop down the leg side, missed out on that occasion, wide signaled. Here he goes, moves in once more, loops this one. That's a better delivery. Comes solidly forward, pushes it up on the offside. Extra cover comes into play, can't score. Here he goes once more, moves in now to bowl. He's punching at that, beaten outside the off stump. That one making a little bit of height, and he was slapping at it, and it went right on over the bat into the keeper's gloves, who held on to it this time, but there was no edge. Moves in once more to bowl flat, and he's tugging this one just short of the man at mid-on. He was in the air for a long time, but dropped well short of the man at mid-on, who was racing in. Stopped it nicely though, can't score. Here he goes, moves in once more, bowls short again. He's hitting it in the air, but safely. The man on the deep extra cover boundary races in, and they'll get one more. So not the best of overs, really dragging it down a little bit too much. And so the action continues as he moves in now to bowl, left alone outside the off stump. Delvin Phillip, who knows a thing or two about fast bowling, just sent out a quick message. Hits it over the head of the bowler, down to the boundary it will go. across the ropes now. It was close to his fingertips, really. It was struck in the air, and it would have been a really good catch. It would have had to stick, and it went straight over his head, down the ground for 4. So here goes. Races in now to bowl. Oh, good Yorker length delivery, good response, good comeback. And the batsman, watching it carefully, came down hard on it, kept it out well. So here goes, turns. Nice smooth run up, races in now to bowl. Again, this time seems to have been a slow ball. The batsman waited on it, came quietly forward, pushed it up into the offside, can't score. So here goes. From the pavilion end, races in now to bowl. Short, and he's cutting at that one. Gets the top edge down towards third man. They'll get 1 very easily indeed. So 1 more to the total. So Herbert is the medium pace bowler who just completed his over, and it's Wilkinson, the off spinner, who will be bowling now from the bar to tail end. There's a long on in place, and there's a short mid wicket, but there's a man on the deep square leg boundary. Mid off. Here goes now. Bowls flat, and he's tucking this one. He's dropped straight to the man at backward up square. Got both hands to it and floored it. Actually got it in both hands and floored it. It was not the best of deliveries. Should have been put away, but he hit it straight to the fielder who put it down. Here he goes, loops this one up. He's on driving. The bowler comes across, shadows it. Mid wicket moves quickly, can't score. They always say catches win matches, and I guess the lack thereof lose matches. And that one he's leaving alone. You might just have to say it's a good leave, because that one, had it spun a little more, would have touched the off stump. So here goes once more. Full toss. He's on driving. Down towards long on. He has a long run in. Can't prevent the single. So 1 more to the total. So some adjustments to the field now. That normally gives captains a rank headache with the left hand right hand combination. You get a single from every ball, and you have to be shifting the field to accommodate left hand or right hand, as the case may be. Here he goes once more. Wilkinson bowls flat again, shortish. He stands up straight. Bowler comes across, shadows it. Actually tried to stop it, failed, but the man at extra cover cleans it up. That looks like young Daniel, who I guess he'll have a lot of bowling to do today by the look of things. It's a 50 over match. He's again looks as if he was going for the big whack. And by the way, this young man is Preach's son. Preach, who plays for Masters, hard hitting left-hander too. A lot slimmer though, but he can hit a ball as well. And so we understand that his son here also can hit a mean ball. But that's the end of the over. Well, the shadows now lengthening across the park. The clouds look a little more serious in terms of possible threat of rain. The only good thing is that sadly it is still very clear. If we have a change of bowling, it's Ken coming into the attack. So Ken, medium fast bowler, plays for the Brownhill team, and bowls a brisk medium pace. He'll be hoping to break this partnership as he moves in now to bowl. Left alone outside the off stump. Good carry. First ball up. He goes once more. Races in now to bowl. He's quietly forward, pushes it out into the offside. The man at point comes across, picks it up, can't score. So Ken once more. Moves in once more to bowl. He goes, left alone outside the off stump. Kenkin moves in once more to bowl. That one down the leg side. Oh, I don't think they're giving these as wides. It's a 50 over encounter, so they won't be signaling wide for those. There he goes, Kenken moving in now to bowl. He's hitting him on the pad, but no real appeal on that occasion. Definitely going down leg side. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving. That's a lovely drive. The man at mid-off comes across, stops it nicely. So that ends the over. Well, it's going to be Wilkinson who resumes his battle from the bat to end. Bowling off breaks, bowl short, and he's smashing this one down towards the man at long off. Again, too short. He's just dragging it down. And he punched it down to long off. Picks up an easy single. Wilkinson it is. Moves in once more. Bowls, he's getting that one almost Yorker length. He's driving it back up the strip to the bowler. Wilkinson moves in once more to bowl. That one left alone outside the off stump. Knowing where his off stump was, making some height, left it alone, well taken by the wicket keeper. And that's another thing we'll have to ascertain, who is the wicket keeper today for the Nevis team. Bowls, that one is coming back. He's leaving it alone, but that one was coming back. And I think his teammate is telling him, you need to watch those. You'll have to say good leave though. Here he goes, moves in once more, looks as if something is going to give. Well, he punches it into the offside. He's going to get an easy one here. The man at long off races across, gets the return in. One more to the total. Seriously overcast conditions here at the ETW. Sun trying to fight its way back through, but for the moment, dark, heavy, thick cloud taking precedence at this point. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to the left-hand dive, flashing, naughty shot that. Lazy looking shot, and flew to the keeper. So it's going to be Ken racing in now to bowl. Turns it into the onside, thinking of the single, but the man at square leg moves quickly. Can't score. So St. Kitts yet to lose a wicket, and they would have had a couple of chances, at least two that we saw. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's flicking at this one, goes backward up square. The man at long leg races across. Well, I said race, but he got there eventually, Daniel, and they got two very easily. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. Quietly, solidly forward, pushes it down to mid-on. Can't score. Here he goes, races in now to bowl. He's solidly, quietly pushing it into the onside. Can't score. Here's Ken moving in now to bowl. The struck on the pad, but again going down the leg side. No appeal on that occasion. So he has bowled a pretty good line and length so far, Ken. Well-rounded sportsman, very good athlete on the track, and very good footballer as well. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving at that loosely, beaten true to the keeper, ends the over. So we understand that Nevis has already bowled some 19 wides. And that's light brown introduced into the attack, punched into the offside. The St. Kitts support crew were calling for two. They thought that the batsmen were a little slack on that occasion. There's Brown bowling, and the fielder dives over it, and they can eventually get an easy single. I think that's Daniel making a meal of that, and they get an easy single. So here he goes, bowls. He's pulling this one into the onside. There's a man racing across from mid wicket. Can he get there? It's a long, hard run. He finally gets there, and they're thinking of the third. But a good, strong return, backed up there by Daniel, and they get two very easily. It was a short ball, pulled away, picked up two. We're getting a bit of a drizzle now. As he prepares to bowl, light brown, moves in now, pulls up. Something went wrong with his rhythm on that occasion, and so he pulled out of it. Prepares to bowl from the batter to end. There he goes, bowl, better delivery. He's on the bended knee and just stroking it into the outside. The man at cover point stops it, can't score. Here he goes. And he's driving this one down towards long on. Gets an easy single, so one more to the total. Brown bowls, making a little bit of height. He turns it into the onside. Can't score. Slight drizzle here now at the E2W. So even though Saddle Hill is still very clear, this heavy cloud cover just producing a slight drizzle for the moment. So Ken moves in now to bowl. He's getting that one lifting on him uncomfortably, but he is in no danger really. I think it popped off his body into the offside. No harm done. Now I've been watching something very closely. It seems as if every time he's about to bowl, he kicks, I think it's his left foot forward before he starts to run in. Let's watch him closely. Let's see if he does that now. Yes, his right foot actually. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl. The left-hander is striking it into the offside. Can't score. So Nevis still has in their lineup young Daniel, who is a very good spin bowler, Terran Webb, who is a very good spin bowler as well, and I think there's another bowler I was missing. Jevon Manners is supposed to be out there somewhere. Very good off spin as well. So here's Ken moving in now to bowl. This time he's solidly, quietly forward, pushes it into the offside, can't score. So here he goes, that right foot kicks out as he moves in now to bowl to the left-hander, left alone, making good height, good carry, shoot to the keeper. Ken it is, moving in now to bowl. He's solidly, quietly forward, plays it back up the strip to the bowler, and he stops it well. Ken it is, moves in now to bowl. He's driving. It was in the effort. Fantastic effort that. But in terms of holding the ball in, just couldn't hold on to it. That looks like young Manners. Very good fielder. But it was a good stop. And the ball was traveling to get one. But it's going to be light brown. Moves in now to bowl. He comes solidly, quietly forward. And can't score. Showing that he can defend, but at times when he goes head in the air, this time he comes solidly forward once more. What's up? So coming quietly, solidly forward, can't score. A little bit of an adjustment to the field in the offside. Man comes a little closer. Here he goes, brown bowls. He's beaten! And pushing his foot back to make sure that he's within his crease, because the keeper was shadowing the stumps, but he definitely was beaten there, and a little off balance in the process, but got his back foot back. That one spun, so it's going to be light brown. Moving in once more to bowl. Here he goes. Bowls is solidly, quietly forward. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. So, except for that error with the previous delivery where he definitely was comprehensively beaten, he's very quiet and getting everything out of the middle so far. Here he goes. Shorter. Smashed down towards the man at long on, dragging it down, changing the script on that occasion. And they got a single very easily. Here he goes, ball now. Alone outside the off stump. So we having a bit of a water break as the players come to get some refreshments. Coach Devin Phillip having a quick word with the team. He would recognize that Nevis is a little bit behind the 8 ball right now because the openers have battered their way through the session so far without the loss of a wicket despite the chances. His coach also probably telling his 2 guards that, well, you're doing well so far, forget the chances, you haven't lost a wicket, keep going. Nevis would be saying we need a breakthrough and we need it urgently. Young Daniel has been introduced into the attack. I think now the batsman will also get a bit of a test because he flights it a lot. So if you can't dance, you won't be able to play spin. That's what Egbert Halliday normally said. You have to be a good dancer to play spin. So let's see how well these guys can dance to the music provided by young Daniel. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Flights it. He comes quietly, solidly forward. Plays it up into the onside. Can't score. So Daniel starting well. Moves in once more, just about. Moves in now to bowl. He's on driving nicely. Nice wristy looking shot up to the man at long on. Can't prevent the single. One more to the total. So Daniel moves in now to bowl. Loops it outside the off stump, left alone. Tease and deliver that. A little bit of turn as well. So started to land him in good areas. Needs to get just a little closer. Moves in once more. Loops it again. He's driving. Daniel dives across. But no real intention of stopping that one. And it went past him down to long off. Another easy single picked up. Not yet. I believe it, yeah. Thanks. Light brown, making some adjustments to the field as the right-hander comes into strike. Cloud cover has moved from the center of the park to going towards the Saddle area as he's hitting this one down towards the man at backward up square. Was in there for a while. Came across, stopped the boundary, dropping well in front of him. So it's going to be Brown once more. Moving in now to bowl. He's driving nicely, took it on the full, hit it nicely down towards long on. Picks up an easy single. So the St. players going along pretty smoothly. They're probably not hitting a lot of boundaries, but at least they're turning over the strike on a regular basis. So light brown. Pushes it into the offside. So Daniel will be bowling his second over from the pavilion end. Moves in now to bowl. Hits it nicely down towards long off and will get an easy single. Took it on the full, drove it nicely, picks up one more. Left-hander comes in to strike. Here's Daniel. Moves in once more, flatter, but is off target down the leg side. And the umpire turns, will signal wides. I'm not too sure. Maybe they are giving leg side wides after all. In the three-day encounter, those don't count as wides. Here he goes, moves in now to full toss, rank full toss, and struck hard down towards the man at long on. And they get an easy single, but it was a full toss that from Daniel. So some adjustments being made to the field as Daniel moves in once more to bowl. Left alone outside the off stump. That one had a little spin on it, little turn. Landed in good areas. Daniel it is. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving, reaching for it, hitting it down nicely to long off. Picks up another single. So not going for the big heave as I think Daniel is hoping. So Daniel it is. Tosses the ball from hand to hand, moves in once more to bowl. Again, he's looping this one. The batsman comes carefully forward and just took it virtually at the base of the bat and just turned it into the onside. Now, after the fact, thinking maybe I could go big, but he didn't. Here he goes, moves in once more. Daniel loops it again. This time he's carefully forward, pushes it into the offside. Can't score. That ends another over. So light brown it is. We'll resume from the batter tail end. And he'll be bowling to the right-hander on this occasion. Here he goes. Brown again. Second time we've seen that. Pulls up. Maybe not too happy with his run up. Moves in once more to bowl. Flat turned into the onside. Thinking of the single man backward of square. Moves quickly. That's Daniel. And can't score. So it's Brown it is from the Barterton, the historic Barterton bowls. This time that seemed to have been a leg break. Certainly a flick of the wrist on that occasion. Flatter. Batsman is back on the back foot, squeezes it back up the strip to the bowler. Kept his eye on it well. Here's Brown, bowls flash. Tries the same thing, pulled away, was dragging it down on this occasion. The man on the deep mid-wicket boundary comes across, and they pick up an easy single. So I think he's trying the flatter, faster ball, and maybe even trying to bowl a leg break in the process, but dragging that one down badly. Pulled away for a single. So here he goes once more. Bowls, loops it. He's having a heave at that. Occasionally he does that. Head in the air. Certainly was looking towards bad stream. Missed again. And somebody is asking him to continue to bat, as if he's just about willing to give up the ghost here. Here he goes. Brown, bow shorter. He's back carefully. Turns it into the onside. Ken races in. Can't score. So, light brown it is from the Barterton end. Moves in out to bowl. Good delivery. Comes solidly, quietly forward. Squeezes it into the onside. Ends another over. St. Kitts still haven't lost a wicket. Batting pretty well. So it's Daniel. Loops it. He's driving. Daniel comes across. Misfields. But recovered there by Amari Jones. Can't score. The old adage, don't run on the misfield. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl. Left alone as that one made a little height. Daniel jumping in anticipation, thinking that something was going to give. Batsman watched it carefully to the keeper. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl, loops it. Seemed to be some hesitation whether to go forward or back. Eventually came forward and just pushed it quietly into the onside. Daniel it is. From the pavilion end, a little hop and the skip, moves in now to bowl. He's punching at this one, not totally in control. Again, seemed to be dubious in terms of is it front foot or back foot, and then eventually went onto the back foot, not timing it. So here he goes once more. Bowls, and he's this time playing it nicely. The man is racing across. They might be thinking two here. Picks up nicely. They're going back for the second. And a good running. Two acquired easily in the end. Here he goes. It's going to be Daniel. Moving in now to bowl, loops it. He's driving. This time, nicely half stopped that by Daniel. Pushing his hand towards it. Knocked it down. And definitely saved at least 3 runs. Well, at least a single on that occasion. And well stopped. That ends the over. Nevis still in search of the first wicket. So at the far end of the ground, I guess this is what you call a tale of two cities. The Culturama City merging with the Eta Willett Park. Another change in the bowling. Light brown is off. Looks like Herbert back into the attack. Well, not quite. Didn't release the ball on that occasion. Here goes Herbert moving in now to bowl. He's standing up straight, plays it into the onside, can't score. So here's Herbert moving in once more. He's choking this one. Man at short extra, races across, stops it nicely. Herbert it is, bowls. He's on driving nicely. Nice flick of the wrist. The man at mid-on has a long chase that looks like Acadian to Willett, but can't prevent 2. They get that easily. So 2 more to the total. Nice wristy shot on that occasion. Herbert it is. Races in now to bowl. This time he's looking as if he was about to drive and then watched the line of the delivery and pulled inside of it. Good delivery, back of the length, played easily into the onside though. Can't score. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving hard at that, but no timing into that. Probably hit the base of the bat and just trickled into the offside. End of the over. Well, it's going to be Daniel. Bowls, loops it. He's driving just short of the bowler. He was throwing himself to his left, but he dropped in front of him. It's not a chance, but he was in the air for a bit. So it's all about teasing the batsman into error. Moves in once more. Daniel loops it again, but this time he's pulling it nicely away from the man at mid-on, long on, and he's going to race across the boundary now for 4. So he had enough space to go back and just pull it away and over mid-wicket for 4. Here's Daniel, loops it again. He's driving. He was in the again for a little bit, but away from the bowler. Willett comes across and they'll get a single though. But again, he was in the air for a little bit, but away from the bowler. So it's going to be Daniel moving in now to bowl. This time he's reaching for that one. Pushes it quietly into the onside. Ends the over. So we have confirmed that Akadiento Willett is the captain. Season campaign at this age level. Herbert stopped in his run-up. Full toss, flicked away nicely. The man at deep backward of square has a run. And they go back easily for the second run. Well played, good running. Here goes Herbert. Races in now to bowl. He's driving in the air. The man, may have touched his fingers. The man at mid-on was racing across to his left. Hands went up, but I'm not sure if it touched his fingers, but it went away. The man at long off came across to clean up, but that was another chance. He shot that by the right-hander. And again, his support crew in the pavilion asking him not to give it away like that. So Herbert it is. Moves in once more to bowl. Goes for the Yorker. Slammed into the outside. The man is racing across. He was out of his crease and he had to be diving back. Suicidal attempt at a run on that occasion. So, here goes. Races in now to bowl. In the air. And the knockdown there by the man at back of the point. It was in the air but away from him. And somehow you get the impression the batsman just look a little chancy here. Batsman probably thinking about changing his helmet now. Signaled into the pavilion. But a couple of shots played in the air. Just as if the batsmen are a little fed up of being out there. They've batted well so far. This time he's punching it nicely into the offside. Two fielders converge. Ken gets there quickly. Knocks it down, can't score. Herbert it is from the Barterton end. Nice smooth run up. Races in now to bowl. Yorker length delivery comes down late on it but keeps it out well and ends another over. And I think that's the way we're gonna take a bit of a break. I have an errand to run, but I'll leave the camera focused on the pitch. So anything outside of the pitch might not get into view, but whatever happens on the pitch certainly will. Well, we resume commentary here after an extended break, and we don't have a clue what the score is. Left the camera running in our absence, and of course that's not the best thing to do. Fortunately, I met it back in one piece, but it's going to be Ken from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl. He's having a swing at that. The man is coming across. Can he stop it? He does. That's Webb making good movement on that occasion and pulling it in. About how many? So we're in the final over. St. Kitts team has rallied to 216 for the loss of 8 wickets. The over is being bowled by Light Brown. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's swinging at that, and the man at mid-wicket has some work to do. They're going to look for 2. Well, there's a hesitation by one of the batsmen. The other was charging down, but had to get back. So 1 more to the total. 217 for the loss of 8. As Brown it is from the Bath Hotel end. This time he bowls it flatter, and they're going to get the single. Are they? No. Tumbles over, but he seems to be okay. So 217 for the loss of 8. Brown will move in once more to bowl. There he goes. He's swinging into that. The man is deep. It goes over his head. It goes into the schoolyard. That's a clean hit. The man at long on looked up, and he thought he was in business. That ball came back quickly, but it just kept going higher and higher and higher, cleared the wall and into the school ground. Brown moves in once more. He's swinging again. The man at deep mid-wicket comes across, drops it, got both hands straight, and they'll come back for 2. The catching for the Nevis team for today, from what I've seen, has not been great. So he's going to swing again. It's the final over. They should be looking for every possible scoring shot here. He moves in once more. He's on driving this time. Picks out the man. There should be a run out. And somehow didn't collect it. He's charging back again. And let's see what the umpire says. Well, I'm not sure. But that must have been the last ball. Is it? But he has been sent on his way. So maybe there's a no. I think it's the end of the innings. So it's the end of the innings. I figure it would be about 218 for the loss of 8. And the Nevis team has some work to do. I think they'll take a break now, and then they'll be back. So we're into the Nevis chase. I think it's made about 218. And we'll tell you who the openers are. But here goes the medium fast bowler. Bowls and gets a Yorker length delivery. Comes down on that one. And it pops away towards the slips. No chance of a run. Here he goes. From the far end, Bowls left alone outside the off stump. So here he goes once more. Moving in from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl. He's stroking this one nicely, but the man at extra cover feels it well. Can't score. And he comes down hard on it. Another Yorker length delivery, and effectively ends the over. So Lewis bowled the previous over, and now it's going to be Francis moving in now from the Bath Hotel and bowls. He's stroking this one nicely down towards mid-on. Can't score. Here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl. This time making a little height. Thinking of a quick single, but it's not on. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's stroking this one. Full length delivery. Came down hard on it. Pushed it into the offside. Can't score. Here he goes now. Moves in now to bowl. He's stroking this one nicely. Coming out of the middle of the bat, but finds the man at mid-on. Can't score. Here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl. This time he's quietly forward again. Pushes it into the onside. The bowler races across. And there's no chance of a run. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's stroking this one again. Coming out of the middle of the bat, but again finds the man in the way, and that ends the over. Not a quiet over. Driving up to mid-on. Here he goes, moving in once more to bowl. He's stroking that one and brilliantly caught. Brilliantly caught. A little bend of the knee, and the fielder at short extra cover was diving away and pulling in a lovely catch, rolling over, making sure it was in. And let's see if that's light brown, I'm not sure. But wicket number 1 goes for Nevis. So light brown walks back. Early exit. 1 wicket down for Nevis. New batsman is Carlton Pluck. So I think Pluck made a half century in the trials. So they'll be depending on him to pull something out of the bag here for Nevis. Here he goes. First ball up, he's nicely playing it into the offside. Can't score. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is reaching a long way across and flashing this one into the offside. Straight to the man at point. So here he goes. Races in now to bowl. He's turning it into the onside again. Can't get off the mark. So here goes once more. Steams in now to bowl to Pluck. That's way outside the off stump. Maybe signaled wide by the umpire. He does. Here he goes. Races in now to bowl. He's on driving, coming out of the bat nicely, but the man at mid-on slides across, stops it, and that ends the over. Shot this one away. The man on the long leg boundary will come in attendance. One more to the total. Thanks. There he goes, moves in now to bowl, way outside the off stump. Can't score. Left alone actually by Pluck. Father and son. Father telling son that he throw away his 50. That's the man preacher. Oh, that was a possible chance. I'm sure it was in the air when he passed the man at first slip. Naughty shot that by Pluck, but he's off the mark. That's a delicate skip. Here he goes once more. Races in now to bowl. Flicks it uppishly, but away to square leg. That's a lovely shot. Deliberately played in the air, but there's nobody there. And it went racing off the middle of the bat, to square leg for 4. So it's going to be Francis once more from the Bat Hotel and busting run up bowls. He's stroking this one into the outside. Man at point comes across, can't score. So Nevis having lost 1 wicket. A little bit behind the 8 ball at this point in time. over. Plays it slightly uppishly, just away to the right of the bowler. Down towards mid-on, can't score. So Pluck will have the confidence of a recent half century behind him. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl, this time left alone outside the off stump. Here he goes. Races in once more to bowl. He's cutting at this one, slams it hard into the turf, no timing. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl, gets a full toss drive. Nicely, that's a lovely shot, but the man at mid-off races across and stops it nicely. Ball was traveling, but he came across and stopped it well. Good feeling, Cordell. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is reaching across, slaps that one to the outside, but there's a man deep sweeping the cover boundary. He'll only get a single. Seems as if it was a no ball, but apparently there's no free hit in this 50 over game. So here he goes, races in now. Gets a full toss, hits it down towards mid-on, can't score. And that ends the over. And very early into this innings we have spin. So it looks as if it's going to be young Crook who will be coming into the attack. Left arm leg spinner. No, that's not Crook. Swung into the onside, can't score. This is an off spinner. So I'll have to get the name of the bowler, but spin into the attack pretty early. He's reaching nicely. Drive, that's a lovely shot. That's a lovely shot. It's going downhill, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have the legs. And so here goes once more. The off spinner, bowl flatter, comes solidly, quietly forward, well played. Well, it's Cordell actually. Yes, that's young Crook, but I thought he was a left armer. He's a right armer. So here he goes, moves in once more. He's bowling leg breaks. Well, that's a leg break. Turned into the onside, can't score. So I think he's mainly an off spinner, but showing that he has some variety. Prepares to bowl once more. Again, flat. He's punching it into the offside. Man at point stops it easily. His dad behind me says good stop, even though he bubbled with it slightly. Here he goes once more. Crook bowls. Again, that leg break, flat and fast. He punches it down towards mid-off. And that ends pretty quickly bowled over by Crook. The action continues. The medium fast bowler moves in out to bowl. He's getting one that pops slightly but controls it well, pushes it into the offside, can't score. St. Kitts team has shown that they have some pretty good players. He's hitting it straight to the man who drops it. Preacher Man said that his son practices for weeks with his catching and that he won't drop anything, but there he was. Let me ask him a question now. Preacher Man has disappeared. He did say that he has his son practicing, but that was a pretty straightforward catch. Hit straight down to mid-on. He had to go forward, but just didn't hold on to it. Wide of the mark, might be signaled wide too. Is signaled wide. Sometimes when a catch is dropped off a bowler, soon he's struck for 4. That's pretty painful. He's hitting it back up the strip to the bowler, can't score. Here he goes, moving in now. To ball to Pluck. Pluck is slashing at that. A shot in anger. Hitting it over extra cover into the boundary for 4. Somebody in the Sinkits camp is telling him bowl the same ball again. They realized he was in the air for a bit, but trust me, it was struck hard. Here he goes. What will the follow-up be? This time he's turning it into the onside, thinking of the single. It's not on. Here he goes. Races in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving. This time along the ground. The man has a run. Can he pull it in? He has a chase. He might have to do some sliding. No, he doesn't. But they've gone back for 2. 2 runs easily acquired. Ends the over. Nice to see the players would have made friends. Wicketkeeper having a chat with the 2 batsmen. So here goes. Moves in now. Crook bowls. Turns it into the onside. The man at mid wicket stops it. Flat and driven nicely down towards mid off. Can't score. There he goes, bowls. He gets a poorly lined delivery way down the leg side. Has a pull at it. Misses. He's on driving. Passes the man at short mid wicket. Mid on. Comes across. Thinking of the second, but it's not on. Trying to turn. Looks as if it was a leg break. It's playing across the line. Struck, but I think it was pretty high too. Umpire says not out. Oh, he's comprehensively beaten as that one came back at him. There he goes, moves in now. Leg break once more. He drives it back up the strip to the bowler. Ends the over. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's on the back foot, pushes it up to extra cover, can't score. Moves in now flatter, quietly forward. Quietly forward, reaching for that one. Popped off the bat in the air just for a moment. Can't score. Down the track he comes, drives it. The man at mid-off goes down early. He goes, he's on driving, picks out the man at short mid-wicket, can't score. Runs hard to come by here for Nevis. Here goes, both short, and he's punching it into the outside. The man comes across, doesn't pull it in. They might be thinking 2, no, running too slowly. Settled early for 1. Cook moves in now short, too short. Punches it back up the strip to the bowler. Takes it on the full, passes the bowler down towards long on. Easy single. Driving, toe end of the bat, goes to the short mid wicket, can't score. He's cutting at that one, chops it hard into the turf. Can't score. Quietly forward. Ends the over. On the back foot, plays it back up the strip to the bowler, can't score. Quiet period of play here at the ETW. Nevis seemed to be a little bit on the back foot here. There he goes, bowls, he's sweeping. That's a lovely shot that's going down the hill. The man at mid-wicket is chasing for all his worth. But the ball, fantastic effort, but I don't know if that's for, I don't know if that's a save or if he touched the rope. They're applauding him. The umpire does not signal, so brilliant work. He goes, moves in once more to bowl. He's driving. Man at mid-off is down early. That's his modus operandi. He goes down early on the knee. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving again. The man is down early again. Stops it well. You get the impression like something is going to give here. As he moves in now to bowl, he's reaching for that, comes solidly forward. There he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's having a swing at that. Loose looking shot that by Pluck. Crocket's balls turned into the onside, away from the man at square leg. They get one. There he goes, moves in out to bowl. He's punching at that again, knocking it hard into the turf. Timing a lot off here. Yeah, it's Crook bowls. Good deliveries on the back foot. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Very quiet period here. As Nevis tries to chase down 218, somewhere around there. Moves in once more. Crook bowls. Good delivery. Swinging into that. That's a good hit. Down towards mid-wicket. It goes into the boundary for 4. Again, that shot in anger. As they slammed it towards mid-wicket. Travelled quickly on that occasion. Gone for 4. There he goes, moves in out to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving, hits the stumps, and batsman was grounded. I don't think the bowler touched it, but some excitement, but they picked up 2 nonetheless. So here he goes, Crook bowls. He's driving again down towards the man at long on. Will pick up an easy single, 1 more to the total. The bowler from the pavilion end turns it casually into the onside. Can't score. So here he goes, moves in out to bowl. He's swinging that one. He goes down the hill. The man at mid-wicket has a long chase, but yes, he's pulling it in. The outfield out there seems to be really slow, but they get 2 more. Goes once more, moves in out to bowl. Pluck is looking at that, way outside the off stump. Here he goes, moves in once more, bowls. He's turning it nicely, and the fielder tumbles over to save. 1 more to the total. Takes it on the full, drives it nicely. 1 more to the total. Drives again, picks out the man at short, extra cover, can't score.
This is the Mecca of West Indies cricket. Yeah, the Mecca of West Indies cricket.
Good fielding that. Here's Cook. Balls. He's driving nicely down towards long on. Easy single. Moves in once more to ball. He's swinging, but I think he might have picked out the man. Oh. He's gone for 6, but fortune favoring Pluck on that occasion because he actually picked out the man. And let's see what the umpire will signal. Waiting for the fielder. Well, they signaled 4. I thought he went straight over the rope, but the fielder has said it's 4. So here goes Cook, moves in once more to bowl. This time he's driving nicely. Picks out the man deep on the extra cover boundary. Gets one more. Thumping the bat more into the turf. So here goes, bowls. He's in the air once more. Pluck really is begging to get out. That's a getting out shot once more. Loose looking shot that by Carlton Pluck. Careless shot that. Stroking it now nicely. Down to mid-off. Can't score. He goes, moves in now. Sweeps at this one. The man that's backward of square stops it. Can't score. He goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving past the bowler. Down to mid-off. Can't score. Moves in once more. Down the track he goes. He hits it down. The fielder is coming across. Great fielding. Great fielding. And they'll only get 1 for all of that. The St. Kitts team looks very energized in the field. Moves in now. He's quietly forward. Pushes it down towards mid-off. Can't score. Ends the over. So it's going to be Cook. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving in the air down towards long on. We'll get an easy single. 1 more to the total. Here goes Cook. Bowled flat. He's a little flat. Comes across. Almost allowed it to go through. So here's Cordell. Cook bowls the leg break once more. Seems to be bowling more leg breaks than off breaks, but I think he is more an off spinner. Here he goes, bowls short, and he's tugging it into the onside. The man is deep at mid wicket. He's racing in quickly, and they're strolling through anyway for the single. There he goes, bowls on the back foot, punches it. The bowler puts himself in the way, stops it. Here he goes, bowls, and he's reaching for that and then goes on the back foot. Fantastic effort there in the field. St. Kitts looking really alert in the field here, except for those 2 dropped catches. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving. That's a lovely shot. Goes past the man at mid-off for 4. He was struck hard by Pluck. This time he kept it all along the ground. He really hit it hard and it traveled really nicely. The fielder didn't look too sharp on that occasion. Went for him, going for 4. And he's been asked to come a little bit to his right now. So Pluck will settle. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's sweeping that one, but finds the man at backward up square. Can't score. Man has gone all the way back to long off now. This time stands up straight, plays it back up the strip to the bowler. For one moment looked as if he was thinking about pulling it, and then just played it quietly back up the strip to the bowler. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is turning it. A little bit of wrist in that, and non-striker looking for the single. Pluck is ball watching. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's down the track, he swings hard. One bounce into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Big heave on that occasion, get into the pitch and heave ho. One bounce into the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. Moves in once more, no change in the field, but Pluck is driving, but picks, oh, that's poor fielding, but there's a man on the deep extra cover boundary. They should get 2 easily, and will get 2 easily there. 2 more to Pluck. Ends the over. Well, it's going to be Crook who will proceed from the batter to end. Moves in now to bowl. Turns it into the onside. The man at backward of square is in attendance and can't score. It's Crook once more. Moves in now to bowl and pushes it into the offside. Can't find the gap. Can't score. There he goes, moves in once more. Crook bowls. Again, that leg break seems to be the main feature of his bowling. Plays it nicely down to long on for another easy single. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's on driving, flicking it to the man at short mid wicket. Can't score. Here's Crook, moves in now to bowl to, again, this time hit more forcefully. Finds the same man. Triangle continues, bowler, batsman, short mid wicket. Curtis Crook not wasting much time, moves in once more to bowl. He's hitting it in the air. That's a getting out shot once more. Somebody's getting on, there drops it. Well, Pluck is living a charmed life. Got both hands to it and spilled it. So with this kind of charmed living, Pluck should go on to make 100. New ball into the attack. He's cutting this one. Man dives across. Good effort there. I think his fielding, ground fielding especially, has been really good. Again, he's cutting this one into the offside. The man is deep at the extra cover boundary on the ropes. 1 more to the total. There he goes, moves in once more to bowl. Left alone outside the off stump. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving, and there's an appeal because may have touched the bowler's hand into the stumps at the non-striker's end, but Pluck is grounded. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving once more, picks out the man at extra cover, can't score. Drives, the bowler comes across, knocks it down. Crook is out of the attack. We have another bowler back, maybe one of the opening bowlers for a second spell. Moves in now to bowl. He's getting that one, keeping a bit low. Pluck came down late on it, kept it out. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is playing a naughty shot, reaching a long way across and just dabbing at it. True to the keeper. Here's the fast bowler moving in out to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving. Lovely shot. Man moves nicely. Well fielded. Here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl to Pluck. Pluck gets a full toss and in the air once more. Down towards third man. And a no ball signal by the umpire for height. So here goes once more. It's a free hit. Adjustments being made to the field. Changing batsman and all. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's trying to be fancy. Premeditated, went a long way across his off stump and tried to ramp it. Missed it completely. Here he goes, this bustling run up. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving down towards mid-on. Too powerfully struck to think about the single. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's hitting this one in the air. And through mid-wicket, the man comes across. Stops it. They'll get two easily. Pluck again, reaching for that one, not quite to the pitch. I think he wants to play a bit of a cameo, but probably not going about it the right way. Plays it nicely, but the bowler stops it well. Moves in once more to bowl. He's driving. Dropped again. Pluck gets another chance. He hit it hard, but it was in the air. And the man at extra cover jumped, got a hand to it, both hands to it, and floated. One more to Pluck. I think this might be his fifth chance. He should make 200. Here goes, bowls. He's on the back foot, plays it up the strip to the bowler. That's close. That's mighty close. He was swinging right across it. Poor pick on that occasion. Sweeping right across it and struck in front. Wicket number 2 for Nevis. Omari Jones is the new batsman. He also made a half century in the recent trials. Gets one that he's pushing into the onside. Reaching for it as well. Pluck has played a couple of lovely shots, but outside of that, he has had, I think, about 4 or 5 chances. Should go on to make a big one, really. Turns it nicely into the onside, working it nicely around, and picks up a single. So, from the far end, moves in out to bowl to Jones. Jones is caught. Oh my goodness, I thought there was an edge on that. He was pushing hard at it, but the fielders didn't really react either in the way I thought they would. But I was making some away movement. He was pushing hard at it. It sounded as if there was something there, but the keeper didn't react that way. So Jones will settle. Known to be very aggressive. Moves in now to bowl to Jones. He's pushing this one nice into the offside. There's a man deep on the extra cover boundary. They'll only get one. He goes, moves in now to bowl. Gets a full toss. The man is diving across, dives over it. Man at mid-off cleans up. Bustling run up. He goes in once more to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is swishing at this one down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. So the sun has come out really nicely. Here he goes, moves in now. Left alone, way outside the off stump. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving. Man races across and they through for the single. Direct hit, but he's well in and they've gone back for another run. A little bit of cloud cover once more here at the ETW. Here goes, moves in now to bowl to Jones. Jones turns it a bit uppishly, but away from the man's short mid wicket. Goes down to the man on the deep mid wicket boundary. Pick up an easy single. Here goes, balls. He's driving. Well stopped. That's brilliant work. Great work. The outfielding has been superb by the Sinkit team. Ground fielding, that is. Catching, different matter. Drives, back up the strip to the bowler. Can't score. Here he goes once more. Bowls. That's close. He was playing right around that one. Struck on the pad, but maybe going down according to the umpire. Needs to play a lot straighter than that though. He's driving, that's better, but well fielded once more. Feel that short extra cover is sharp. Drives a bit airily down towards long off, and they'll get an easy single. Really and truly, I think that Pluck really can't do anything wrong today. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving nicely, stopped nicely as well. Here he goes from the batter to end, moves in now to bowl. Pluck is sweeping at that, well taken by the keeper. Wide signal by the umpire. Here he goes, we'll try again. Pluck trying to turn, there's an appeal. Down the leg side it goes. Here he goes, moves in now from the batter to end balls. He gets a full toss, he swings into that and drops just, oh, poor work there. That he got both hands to it and it went into the boundary for 4. Apparently they're saying he has gotten 50, but I'm not sure about that. I think he would have made his 50 because I'm hearing Coach Adelvin Phillips saying you are not, meaning start counting no. Moves in now to bowl. That's a lovely shot. Off the front foot, it goes to point. The man is racing after it. He may or may not pull it in. He will pull it in. And they'll collect free. That's a lovely heave by Amari Jones. A little bend of the knee. And hit it clean over mid-off. Mid-off was in. And hit it clean over mid-off for 4. A lovely shot that by the youngster. Mid-off has gone all the way back to long off. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving along the ground this time. Lovely shot by Jones, looking good. Made a long off, has some more work to do. Races across, gets a good return in. One more to the total. Jones men showing some concern. There's a cloud heading towards the Saddle Hill area. Normally when it heads towards Saddle Hill, that's the danger point. Jones back in strike, comes quietly forward. Option once more to bowl to Jones. Jones is driving and goes down towards lawn. Gets a return in, one more to the total. Preacher calling for his son to be brought into the attack, says he's a mystery man. That's wide of the mark, maybe, no, not signal. Moves in once more to bowl to block, stands up straight. That one pops on him and he just plays it into the offside. Quietly pushes it into the offside, can't score. He goes, bowls, he's driving, but well fielded again by the man at short extra cover, can't score. Now, the Nevis team might have to look at this closely, because if this game is rained out, there are enough overs for them to go and look at the score sheet to determine a winner. Well, let's see if this says, no, not a left-armer. The off spinner who bowled earlier. Undriven by Jones, they'll pick up an easy single. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's turning casually, thinking of the single, but that's not on. Turns it into the onside. The man at backward of square has a run. Stops it with the boot. One more to the total. Here's the up spinner. Moves in once more. Short. He's punching it into the offside, but finds the man at backward of point. Can't score. Thinking of two. We'll get two. Nice little partnership building between these two, Jones and Pluck. Moves in once more to bowl to Jones. Jones is pushing it nicely past the bowler. We'll get one. In the air, well, is that a, well, bounce ball. That ends the over. Here he goes once more, moves in now to bowl to the left-handed Jones. Jones is pushing quietly, pushing hard. And we need to be careful with that. If he's not going for the big shot, he needs not to push so hard at the ball. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl to Jones. Bowls, turns it nicely into the onside. Was off for the single, but had to go back. Short mid-wicket moving nicely. Bowls to Jones. Jones is sweeping, but well stopped. The man at square leg stops it nicely, almost nonchalantly there. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Jones. Jones is going inside out over extra cover. I don't think he will have the legs to get there though. The man is chasing after it. And They'll only get 2, I believe. Punches it into the upside. Going down the hill, the man can't pull it in, but there's a man deep. And he bubbles badly with it. He goes, moves in now to ball to Jones. Jones is flicking at that, struck on the pad, loud shout, but that must have been missing leg. Watches that one through, a little bounce as well. Stands up straight, plays it back to the bowler who doesn't hold on to it, mid off covers. Off the edge, going down towards the third man position. Back of the point comes across. They're going back for the second. 2 more to the total. Comes in out the ball. He's on driving towards the man shot. The wicket can't score. He goes, bowls. He's trying to turn. Almost seemed as if it was a shot after the fact. He goes, bowls. Turns it into the onside. Man up short mid wicket field. That ends the over. Cloud cover looking extra heavy now, and the groundsman having a close look. Left armer into the attack, punches it nicely. Might even think of 2. So the groundsman looking really concerned now. Cloud cover going towards Saddle Hill. Well, it seems like they're saying the rain is definitely coming, so we might just have to be packing up shortly. Let's take this one. Moves in now to bowl. Plays it quietly into the offside, can't score. Could almost feel it as if the drizzle has already started. Here goes now, bowls. He's driving back up the strip to the bowler. They'll get a single. He doesn't hold on to it. So lots of movement towards the covers. Groundsmen standing already. It will be a dash on if this rain breaks. This time Jones is comprehensively beaten. That one went over the middle stump. Keeper didn't hold on to it. He goes once more. Moves in out to bowl. Snap down towards mid-off. He races in, has to return in. Single is on though. Moves in out to bowl to Pluck. He's driving loosely at that. They go up for with a loud shout. The umpire's unimpressed. Probably saying that the bat hit into the turf. The bowler is not very happy. So it's going to be Jones. Taking strike now. Sweeps at this one. Wide signal by the umpire. So the groundsman, delayed reaction here right now. Micey Wallace supervising. On standby. Here he goes, bowls. He's pushing and looking for the single. Should have gone already. Pluck was hesitating. But one more to the total. Oh my goodness. Almost ran out himself there. Here he goes, bowls. He's punching this one. The man at deep extra cover races in. And one more to the total. He goes, bowls. He's tugging this one. And he has picked out the man at long on. And so Jones goes, going for the big heave. And hits it way in the air. The man at long on takes the catch. I was looking towards mid wicket, but the ball had gone straight to the man at long on. New man in is Javon Manners. He has batted very well this season. Asking for the single, Pluck not interested. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's off the edge. Third man is vacant. Man races from back of the point. Slide in there he was on the first run. Makes it back for 2. The left arm moves in now to short. He's tugging this one. The man is there and goes past him for 4. I think he didn't cater for the spin. And it's spun away from him, gone for 4. Short ball, long hop, pulled away for 4. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. He's on driving. That's a lovely shot. Man at deep mid wicket. Challenge, races in. The thought of the second. Manners definitely was coming. But that was a nice bit of feeling. Good return as well. Nicely driven. The man is racing across. Can't stop it. Gone for 4. That's a lovely shot. Bisected both of them. That was really beautifully driven by... Is that Pluck or Manners? That's Manners. A lovely shot by Manners. And bisecting mid-off and mid-on. They were challenging. Almost collided. Ball went between them and went racing into the boundary. What a lovely shot by Manners. He has batted well all season in the local league. He gets a short ball and is looking for the pull shot. And they're appealing for the leg before, but he was through with the pull shot before he got to him. So, left armer moves in once more to bowl to Manners. Loops it. Manners is driving. Long on is deep. And so he comes into the picture. One more to the total. Preacher has been asking for his son to get a bowl for the longest while. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's turning it into the onside. They're off and running. So Manners and Pluck starting a little partnership here, looking positive. They say you have to concentrate after a water break. Two batsmen looking pretty good, manners and pluck. So it's going to be Cook back into the attack. 136, we understand the score for 3, chasing 220 plus. Pluck is driving, back up the strip to the bowler. Overcast conditions, the clouds have shifted from the saddle area. Turns it into the onside. Lovely shot, mid-wicket runs away. And they're going back for the second, that's good running. Very good running. So it's going to be Cook. Moving in once more to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is reaching for that. And that one spun away from him. And the keeper took off the bails in a flash. There was an appeal, but his back foot was grounded. Oh, Manners almost overcommitting there. He was charging down the pitch. Got back safely. Here he goes, once more bowls. He's reaching for that, pushes it quietly back up the strip to the bowler. Moves in once more, bowls. He's driving. Hits that powerfully down towards long on. Picks up a single. Pace back into the attack. They really trying hard now to break this partnership. Here he goes, opening now. Pulls it into the onside. The man at deep mid wicket stuttered slightly and then hustled in to make sure they could only get one. Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl. Turns it nicely. That's a lovely shot by Manners. Two men chasing after it. And does it have the legs to go all the way? No. And they might even turn for another. And he slipped, but he's hustling back. That's great running. Did they run 4? They ran 4. That's really good running. Has started off as an off spinner, but he has certainly matured into a very good batsman. His brother Jelani is more a batsman who can bowl pretty well too. He's driving. Well, that guy has fielded superbly all day. That was a brilliant piece of work there once more. Very sharp in the field he is. Settles once more. Manners. Turns it nicely. Pluck is through, charging through quickly. A good run. Yeah, good backup by Pluck. So the young fast bowler from the pavilion end will steam in once more. He's driving again. The field that short extra cover, showing that he's totally in charge. Stops it nicely. Look, he's cutting that one. The man is deep. Can he get around? He does. They're hustling back. Gets home safely. He goes, bowls. He's on drive in past him at mid wicket, and then they might think of two. Good running. Two more to the total. Seems as if the wheels are falling off the sink. It's bowling now. Punches it into the offside. The man has a good run here as well. Sliding effort. Both of them colliding. And seems like one of the batsmen slipped as well. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Squeezes it into the offside. Can't score. Here he goes, balls. He's taking it on the full, slaps it hard down towards long on. There's a slight bubble there. Going back for the second. This could be dangerous. He sent him. Manners was struggling really. The ball was virtually in the hand of the fielder when he was turning, and he just didn't make it. Maybe he should have dived in. Didn't quite dive in. He's run out. There's block driving down towards long on. Easy single. So it's going to be Willett to take strike. Looks like Crook from the batter tenant. Punching it into the outside. And immediately off the mark is Willett. One more to the total. Willett drives, and that extra cover stops it. Drops of rain intensifying slightly. Strokes it back up the strip to the bowler. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Willett. Solidly, quietly forward is Willett. Solidly forward is Willett. Solidly forward once more is Willett. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Willett. Willett is cutting that one. Nice stop there by the man at point. Diving away. Drives it down towards the man at long on. They'll get at least one. Well, they'll settle for one. He goes, pulls up, refuses to deliver, goes back to his mark as he moves in once more to bowl, drives it, does Willett, and they're off for the single. One more to the total. So we have a long on and we have a deep mid wicket. We have a deep mid wicket and we have a deep square leg on the boundary. So moves in once more to bowl. He's driving down towards long mid off and can't score. He goes on small balls. He's slamming this one. That's a lovely shot. That's a lovely shot. That's gone. That's a lovely shot. A belated dive there, but that was hit hard by Pluck. Lovely drive down the ground, and it's gone the distance. Gone for four. Despairing dive that by the man at long off, but couldn't pull it in. Here goes once more. Balls to Pluck. Pluck is dabbing this one. And late cut that. And gets a single. Willett drives and they're off and running. Slight misfield there by the fielder, who was fielded well all day. Moves in now to bowl. Thinking about the single, but it's not on. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's driving. Again, that man diving across. He's fielded well generally all day. Huh?
No.
Here he goes, moves in once more to bowl. He's down the track, he drives, and that's a lovely shot. The man at long off comes into the picture. And Pluck seems to be limping. Seems as if he's having a problem. Maybe he has pulled up. And seems to be in some serious pain out there. Not seeing the physio coming out. Well, not quite the physio, but two of the emergency fielders racing out. I don't think, seems as if they've been allowed on. Well, at least one. After a slight break, the action will continue. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving as Willett. Goes down to the man at long off. Another single. Pluck. Hopping through. So Pluck has gone down. Looks as if he's going to get some stretches. Coach and Tyler has gone out. Well, after some attention, seems as if he will continue to bat. I don't think the Nevis team would want him to come off at this point. They'll want him to complete the journey. Shadows lengthening across the E.T. Willett Park. Cloud cover. And there's Willett hitting this one in the air. The man comes across and spills it. He got across and definitely was there. And they get two. Willett getting a chance. We have seen quite a number of chances. The ground fielding has been pretty good, but I think the catching generally has been awful by the Tinkets team. Here goes once more. Balls. Quietly forward this time is Willett. He's hitting it uppishly past the bowler, and it will go for 4, but I think it touched the hands of the bowler as it went past him in the air. And it's going for 4. He hit it hard, did Willett. So here goes the bowl once more to Acadian to Willett. Moves into bowl down the leg side. He's trying to turn it. Wide signal by the umpire. There goes. Bowls to Willett. Solidly, quietly forward. Lights on here at the Eatwood Park. Quietly, solidly forward again is Willett. Moves in now to bowl to Willett. Willett punches this one. The man deep at extra cover, races in, picks it up. One more to the total. Here goes, moves in now to bowl. Cuts it into the offside. The man is deep and will come in and pick it up. One more to the total. Moves in once more to bowl to Pluck. Turns it into the onside. He's running a lot better now. One more to the total. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. That's Willett cutting that one almost off his off stump. There was an exclamation from the fielders. They thought it had gone and to hit the off stump. Dangerous shot that. Down the right side, there's a loud shout. The umpire is unimpressed. The keeper, though, can't believe it. Well, it was flicking at that one and indicating that it came off his pad. The keeper just couldn't believe that the umpire didn't send him, though. Very enthusiastic in the appeal, the St. Kitts team. And I think the umpire is having a word with the bowler, maybe something he said. And I think the captain is coming across to tell him, well, you can't be doing that. So the bowler showing some disappointment. Comes solidly, quietly forward. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. Solidly forward is Willett. Back up the strip to the bowler. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's hitting this one nicely, but the man at long off comes across and stops it. One more to Pluck. Here he goes once more, bowls, loops it up, Willett long forward. Almost reminiscent of the famous Ed Atherton. Long stride into that defensive shot. Here goes, bowls. This time is, oh, that's a poor shot, but it may not go all the, well, it's caught. Caught at long on. Willett, I think from the time he hit it, he knew that he hadn't struck it too well. Was going for the big shot and hold out at long on. So Willett comes back. Not sure in terms of the batsmanship of Herbert, but he's in. He's driving over the head of the bowler down towards long off, showing his intentions early and getting a single. Drizzle intensifying somewhat. Moves in now to bowl. He's playing right around that one. But I think he might have been struck outside the off stump. Naughty shot that by Pluck. Again, the drizzle getting just a little stronger now. I think we'll just have to call it a day. This time he's swinging at that one down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire.